Hello, where do I do? Make an Easter bun with me. So we're quickly approaching Easter. So here's one for you. In the bowl, I have butter, sugar, malta, jam, molasses, as well as some golden syrup. You can also use honey. I'm going to put that in the microwave for about 15 seconds just to melt the butter. Once that's done, I add in 2 eggs, vanilla, as well as the juice of half of a lemon and some browning. Then we'll whisk that and set it aside. In the bowl, I have flour, baking powder, salt, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And then I'm going to add my mixed fruit to this. Mix and combine. If you don't like fruits or certain kinds of fruits, just leave those out. Then add in your wet ingredients and combine. Don't over mix the batter. You just want to mix it enough to mix out all of the flour. Then I'm going to go ahead and place it into my baking dish. And I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And I'm adding some more fruits on the top. You can leave that out if you don't like it. Then I'm going to bake it for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And then when it's done, I brush it with some melted butter, some jam, and some honey. And here is the beautiful Easter bun. And I'm going to serve it with tasty cheese. Let me tell you, there's just something special about waiting a certain time to enjoy something. I haven't had this since last year Easter, and it is going to hit the spot. If you want to buy bun out of box, that could never be me. This was absolutely delicious, and you saw how easy it is to whip it up. You're gonna love it, and your family's gonna love it. You know what's in it, and then you can make this to your liking. I hope you give the recipe a try. I'm gonna leave it for you so that you can recreate yours at home. It was absolutely delicious. Have a good day. Bye now.
Jamaican spice bun, Easter bun and seared 376 pickles, 2 eggs, 3 cups flour, 1 cup sugar, 1 Guinness or Dragon Fed Ormosa, 3 tablespoons molasses, 2 tablespoons honey, 1/4 cup jam, 1 cup raisins of fruit, 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg, 1/2 cup wine, 2 tablespoons vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon almond extract, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon ginger water, 1 box all dry ingredients, and mix together. Combine all liquid ingredients, then add the dry ingredients and combine. Preheat out to 350 degrees.
With Easter being right around the corner, my husband was craving this Jamaican spice bun. So I decided to make it and share the recipe with you guys. I would put up the list of ingredients that I used to make the spice bun, just in case you decide to try it as well. So my technique is a bit different to how the spice bun is usually made, because they don't cream the ingredients. So in Jamaica, around Easter time, they usually make the spice bun and they eat it with cheese. Now, oh my gosh, this actually tastes really good. My husband loves this, and my kids actually like it as well, but they don't eat it with the cheese. They would just eat it just as. And if you guys realize that I'm sounding hoarse, it looks like I'm getting the flu. Would you guys believe that I already made 2 batches of these Jamaican spice bun for my husband? So I'm telling my husband, babes, you know you eat this 2 Saturdays already. I'm not going to make this another Saturday for you now. So he was like, no, that's enough sweetness. For 2 weeks, he would wait until Easter for I to make another batch for him. If you want an idea on how it would taste, it's a take between sweetbread and a fruitcake, because it has that molasses taste to it, and it also has that fruit taste. The reason why I'd say that is because the texture of it is closer to a sweetbread, but the taste of it is closer to a fruitcake. And trust me, this tasted really nice. I always say I am so open to other cultures when it comes to cuisine, because I love to eat food that not only I would cook, but also what someone else would cook. And sometimes we go out of our country and it's only then and there we would try other cuisines. So it's good to research a little recipe and try it for yourself. So in this way that you can actually see, even without traveling, you would have an idea of how something would taste. So I must say, if my husband wasn't a Jamaican, a lot of the foods I might not have known how to cook unless I decided to research and do the recipe for myself. So this bakes in the oven for 45 minutes on 250 degrees. And when it's finished baking, you could put a glaze on it with either some butter and sugar. You could put on my recipe. See you guys in my next video as usual.
Let's make some Jamaican spice bun. This is typically eaten throughout the year, not at Easter time only. Let's make some. So to my bowl, I add some flour. I add baking powder, salt, and my spatula as listed down below. Let's proof the yeast. So to some warm water, add sugar, yeast to the side to proof for about 10 minutes. In the meantime, I add vegetable oil, honey, molasses, and a splash of vanilla, some warm water, mix and set aside. This is now with ingredient. I'm just gonna go ahead and combine everything. If your yeast is not looking like this, start again. So combine everything in your bowl and the dough should be nice and soft and sticky to the touch because you want some soft buns. So I'm just gonna use my hand, combine this well. Form it into a log, allow this to pull on top of inside. It might take a long time. So it was nice and hot outside, so I decided to put this on like that. Now my dough is ready and I'm gonna go ahead section these into some round balls. You could make them as big as the size you like. I like mine on the even sides when I measure these. Then I'm gonna go ahead add these to my baking pan, cover and allow to double in size. Bake in a preheated oven of 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. Once that's done, add some butter and some honey on top for the glaze. And that's it. These buns are ready. This is what it's looking like on the inside. And of course you can't have bun without cheese. Of course, you could have some butter or some pear. Comment down below what's your favorite thing to have with your bun. This was so good. Thank you for watching. Bye now.
People have complained about the difficulty with opening and getting the cheese out. We have responded and now you'll be getting for Easter packaging where you can remove the top, you pop the lid and the cheese will fall out.